Welcome to the new fourth floor of the Sue and Bill Gross Stem Cell Research Center of CIRM Institute. This part right behind me will be the conference center where we will be discussing in small groups and large what's happening, and over in that direction will be additional research space for several new investigators.
I think the pioneering vision of Sue and Bill to begin to create this center with fantastic resources, a great facility to work in, that really helped, and that then attracted really smart people. The students in our labs really are like the soldiers in a war, and every one of them is at a lab bench working to fight in the battle against disease. And the extra space created on the fourth floor will really allow us to put more people in the trenches, and it's great having fantastic students here to be able to do that work.
During my interviews at UCI, I was very impressed by the types of equipment that was available for stem cell researchers here. I worked at several universities prior to that during my graduate school and postgraduate training, and honestly, UCI and what I've seen in the Stem Cell Center was the most impressive. What that means is that it enables one to do the types of experiments all under one roof that typically would require something a lot more involved, such as traveling to other universities.
The center is specifically designed for the development of stem cell treatment, so it's unique in terms of having the right people and the right equipment for pursuing these kinds of goals.
The lab has had some really exciting advances in regeneration research this year, where for one of the first times ever we've been able to get fibers to grow into a bridge and through that bridge and reconnect on the other side after a spinal cord injury, and that's a pretty cool thing to be able to do.
The kind of question that we're trying to address is how to repair skin after severe injury. How can we convert scars into normal looking skin? And this also touches upon such questions as aging. Can we undo the aging? By studying regeneration of scars, we also get insights into fibrosis of other tissues and organs, which often is a life-threatening condition.
We're doing really exciting work with colleagues at Stanford University to further develop stem cells as a model for human embryogenesis. And then here at UCI, we're working with colleagues in the Cancer Center to see if the same principles that work in embryonic stem cells work in cancer stem cells.
So we're actually really excited to be at a phase where we can understand all these interactions that we think are improving to the recovery that we see in animals and that we see in people. And so we're really focused hard right now as our next milestone in going back and digging through the basic science and just understanding how things work so we can level up and go to the next step again.
If we can actually restore vision, that would be a real first in terms of what we can accomplish at the level of the retina at the back of the eye. If we get a positive effect in patients, then the project moves into producing these cells on a bigger scale and looking at other diseases, other forms of retinal degeneration like macular degeneration.
This conference center that's coming into being right behind me exists because of the generosity of the community that we live in, of the people who've given small and large gifts because they have faith that good science applied by dedicated personnel to important medical problems will yield important results for the health and well-being of our fellow citizens. Really good science always yields something useful for people. Whether that's in the prevention of disease or the treatment of disease will take time and support and really hardworking scientists. And we know we have all those. And it wouldn't have been possible to complete this building. It wouldn't have been possible to visualize as the shining example of what a stem cell center can be without the support of the generous donors who have helped us in such an extraordinary way.
Thanks for making it possible.
Thank you for your inspirational contributions.
Thanks for helping us achieve our vision.
Thanks to all the donors for supporting this fantastic enterprise. We couldn't have done it without you.